Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to MKTV. This week it's only MTV because only Mark is here. As you know, I'm still in the States and Kevin is still in Korea. So if any of you international viewers at home want to click away now, that's okay. Tune in next week for something about K-pop. Anyways, we're going to be talking about the FAFSA. For those of you who don't know what the FAFSA is, it stands for Free Application for Student Aid. And basically the government offers money to help cover the costs of going to college for American students. They do this in several options. One is the Pell Grant, the next is student loan, and the third is work-study options. Now obviously the Pell Grant is the most coveted as it is basically free money from the government, which is awesome, right? Now to explain that, I have to talk about the problem with the American higher education system. The problem isn't with FAFSA, it's with the American higher education system. Let me read you some numbers from the College Board. According to College Board, the average cost of tuition from the 2015-2016 school year at an in-state public college will be $9,410. At the out-of-state public college, it'll be $23,893. And at private colleges, the average cost of tuition will be $32,405. Now remember, this is only for 1 year. So after about 4 years, the grand totals will be $37,640 at the in-state public college. At the out-of-state public college, $95,572. And at the 4-year private college, $129,620. According to College Board, in the 2014-15 school year, there was $30.3 billion given to American students in Pell Grants. That seems like a lot, right? Well, that's until you realize that the average Pell Grant given was only $3,673. Now that seems like a lot, right? Until you multiply $3,673, multiply it by 4, and then subtract it from your 4 years of tuition. At the in-state public college, you're paying $22,948. At the out-of-state 4-year public college, $80,880. And at the 4-year private university, $114,928. Now, we also need to consider the fact that almost every institution offers some sort of internal scholarship or financial aid. As far as scholarships goes, they're normally merit-based. So, for example, I got a 24 on my ACT and a 3.9 GPA in high school. And I saw some benefits. That's a pretty strong combination. And for the most part, almost all of my tuition was halved from every university. As far as financial aid goes, I didn't really get much. My parents are by no means in poverty, but we're not loaded either. The thought that we might have to take out a loan of more than $50,000 was just not feasible. So I knew quickly that I was not going to be able to go to my dream school. So what did I do? Like many of you are doing right now, I took my problems to the internet. After a few weeks of research online, reading some articles, reading a couple books, going to the library, it boiled down to one conclusion. And I basically found out that the American higher education system is a joke. They are thieves and they only want your money. Now, that may seem a little dramatic, but let me ask you a couple questions. 1. In high school, did you find yourself extremely stressed out about standardized tests such as the ACT or SAT? 2nd, if you were stressed, did you take classes to help you improve your SAT score? Did you buy extra books to help you learn the content on the ACT? Did you buy flashcards to help you study non-stop for this standardized test that really doesn't matter? Finally, how many hours did you spend applying to your dream school? You know, the one that has a price tag of about $35,000 for tuition and is highly selective but has a really big name? Yeah, that one. If you haven't connected the dots already, let me do it for you. It's a vicious cycle. The American higher education system with the big names, Stanford, Harvard, universities like this, they have a big name and they've instilled fear in the American students. The American students are scared they're not going to get accepted into these universities, And so they spend their high school career perfecting the ACT and SAT scores, getting the perfect grades. When really, is this really going to help them in the future? And companies like Princeton Review, College Board, they're banking off of this fear. I was scared I wouldn't get accepted into NYU. So I knew I needed a higher ACT score, so I went and I bought Princeton Review's How to Get a Higher Score on the ACT. And let me tell you, I can guarantee almost every other student did so as well. When really, it didn't improve my score that much, and I didn't get accepted into NYU. Shout out to admissions director. Are you still accepting applications? Anyways, it was one of the most stressful things I ever encountered in my life. And it was at a time when I should have been the happiest. I was about to graduate high school as one of the top people in my class. I completed the IB program, and I was going to college. I'm the first person who can say that in my family. But it was supposed to be light and happy. Instead, it was heavy and sad. What's the solution? Don't go to an American university. I don't know if you've heard the good news, but tuition elsewhere or outside of the United States is ridiculously cheap. For example, in South Korea, the average tuition price is $4,000 a year. In China, anywhere from $400 to $2,000 a year. In Japan, $4,000 a year. In Spain, a little complicated, but about $1,000 a year. In Canada, $6,000 a year. And Germany, Finland, France, Sweden, Norway, Slovenia, and Brazil all offer programs in English with about little to no tuition costs. I don't understand why everybody's struggling about the American universities. Oh, I didn't get accepted. Did you get accepted? How are you going to afford it? Did you get scholarships? No. Don't go to American university. Something else to consider is if you go outside the US to a different country, you can possibly learn the language. You're going to be there for 4 years. There's no reason why you can't learn a little bit of the language and maybe make yourself more competitive in the job atmosphere. For example, I'm studying in South Korea. My major is international business and I'm learning Korean. I'm making myself more competitive in the job market by being able to be trilingual at a fraction of the cost at an American business school. So what's the conclusion? I know a lot of you want to go to American universities, and rightfully so. The United States has some of the best academics and research facilities in all of the world. So if you can afford it, go for it. Go apply for that FAFSA. Get your hands on some scholarships because I know you're going to need them. But I know that still some of you won't be able to afford the colleges that you want to go to. So what's my solution? Don't apply for that FAFSA. Don't waste your time. Go find a kick-ass program in a different country. Go study there for a fraction of the price, learn the language, and make yourself more competitive. If there's one last thing I want to tell you before I go, it's this. Big universities have big price tags because they have the means to do so. It's basic supply and demand. They literally have people begging them to accept them so they can pay that price. Now, if we take our business elsewhere, then theoretically, they should lower their prices. Imagine we had thousands of students leaving the country to go get an international education and pay a fraction of the price to do so. American universities would have no choice but to lower their prices. And then maybe, just maybe, every American student could afford to go to college. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to make more university advice videos in the future. If you think that's a good idea, let me know, and I'm sure Kevin would have some advice for you as well. Please like, subscribe, and tell me what you think in the comments down below, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye!